What up, YouTube? This is Elton, the newest member of CBT, and I'm coming at you with my first video, which will be titled The Haymon Plan. I like to throw out the disclaimer: all this is opinion based, not fact or was any inside opinions. If you look at the last year or so, you actually can see with PBC and everything, Haymon is playing chess right now, and I'm going to explain how. Probably over the last year, other than fans, the three biggest detractors of Al Haymon has probably been Golden Boy, Top Rank, and Main Event. Hell, even damn Top Rank and Golden Boy have filed lawsuits to damn halt PBC. But if you look at it in that time, Haymon has signed fighters in and around those three promotions' best fighters. I'm going to go with Tim Bradley with Top Rank. If you look at it, he's basically stuck in, I'm in a division where all the competitions across the street. Haymon has Kell Brook with the IBF, and the WBA and the WBC tournaments are going to be all Haymon fighters. So it's going to come a time soon, unless he wants to do a Saddam Ali trilogy, that he's going to have to say, Bob, give me Danny Garcia, give me Kell Brook, give me Porter, give me Amir Khan, give me Keith Thurman. Or well, she's stuck in a career standstill till they can come all together and say, let's stop the bullshit and then make the fights. But if not, he's on ice. And then even if he moves up, maybe that's a Cotto fight. But do you really want him to move up to a 155 plus and fight Canelo? That'll be ruining the guy. Canelo's way too big. Because at 154, even if we went there, because Al Haymon has that on lock also. From the Charlo brothers, Julian Williams. It's okay. And probably 140 now with Terrence Crawford. It is murky because they have a little bit of everybody in the mix. But Crawford and Bradley already said they aren't fighting each other. If you go to 175 with Crusher, Haymon has signed up most of the prospects at 175 to a point where he fought a guy named Hamidi, which was a basic showcase, and then he even got the Pascal 2 fight, which isn't needed. He is probably gonna beat him faster, but it's to a point where now we actually need the Donna Stevenson fight, which a fight I think Crusher's gonna win again. I mean, Golden Boy has Canelo, who's in the medium middleweight right now, and I mean that as he's not at the middleweight limit, but he's basically fighting at 154 plus one. Because actually most of the guys at 154 are slick fighters, which will mess up his style. I'm not saying he loses to him, but those aren't guys he particularly wants to fight because they're not going to make him look good like a James Kirkland or an Angulo will. And the other point of the chess reference is, as I was saying, he's signing them guys in and out of the round of division. But if you look at it, most people would say HBO doesn't need Haymon because they have 10 of the top 10 pound for pound fighters, which is accurate. But if you look at the pound for pound list, most of those guys can't fight each other because they're so far and weight apart. You aren't going to get Roman Gonzalez in Triple G, Roman Gonzalez, Tim Bradley, Roman Gonzalez, Canelo versus Crusher. I mean, if Andre Ward fights, if he comes back how we hope, who in my opinion if he's fully active, he's the best pound for pound fighter. But right now, he's not active enough, so I'm going to keep Roman Gonzalez there. He can fight Kovalov. Triple G and Canelo, which is probably the biggest fight you can make in boxing, other than if Mayweather and Pacquiao is totally out the picture. But other than that, you aren't going to make a bunch of matchups in the top 10 pound for pound rankings. So actually, right now you actually got a chessboard full of strong knights. I mean, Haym has a bunch of good fighters, but people aren't going to give them the recognition till they truly start fighting the best versus the best. So actually, right now, he actually has a product to where, in reality, he's saving his fighters. He's going to flood the market to a point to where those guys have to come to him to make fights. So when that happens, what is going to happen is this: the first couple fights, you gonna have the cream rising to the crop. Crusher probably beat Adonis Stevenson. Let's say who else? Tim Bradley probably beat Keith Thurman or something like that. Then his second wave of fighters come in. A tougher fight with maybe a Sean Porter. Crusher, a tougher fight with Bibatriff. Then eventually those guys get worn out from actually having to fighting so many fighters to eventually his guys are on top. Now it's a complete takeover because now he's taking out all your best fighters. Because actually right now, people don't sit back and say guys only go with Al Haymon for the money. And you're probably right, but ask yourself this. Would you rather make $100 an hour working in the McDonald's drive-thru, or it's $40 an hour working in a coal mine? Which is the better proposition to you? And eventually those guys are going to be all that's left. So, I just think right now, I mean, nothing Al Haymon is doing is perfect. PBC's had some hit and miss matchups. Maybe if they get Richard, Schaefer in and I'm probably a better matchmaker, it'll be better. But as far as year one, it was fights I liked and fights I didn't. The ones I didn't like, I didn't watch, and the ones I did, I did. But as far as right now, I think he is following the script, and right now I think he's going perfect. So I would like to thank everybody for the time they took to watch this video. Give us your feedback. See you with the next video.